Hey everybody, Carmen here with Fresh Cut Flower Farm, and I'm super excited. I finally got my ranunculus and got my anemones. So tonight I'm going to be getting those pre-soaked and then get those in some trays to start pre-sprouting. I ordered the anemone caramel white, and I will put a picture of that on the video. I ordered 200, but they only sent me 100, so that's what I'll be planting. And then on the ranunculus, I ordered the almondine pastel mix, and I'm going to be planting 200 of those as well. I don't have much experience with either one of these, really none with the anemones. And with the ranunculus, I've got a couple of corms out there, and frankly, I have no idea where they came from. Well, I shouldn't say that. I remember purchasing a few corms several years ago, but how they got out there to where they're at, I have no idea. I must have just dumped some soil out there that had corms in them, and then with the rain, they just plumped up and sprouted. So I apologize for the poor lighting. I'm down in my basement and I just don't have great lighting down here. So I've been doing some researching on the best way to soak your corms, and there's two different schools of thought. One is when you soak them in the water that you have some form of an aerator going into your water like you would have in a fish tank. The other is that you don't need anything. And since I don't have an aerator, guess which method I'm going with. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to get my corms into the bowls, and then I will pour water over them, and I'm going to let them set for about 4 hours. So these are size 3-5 corms. I ordered 5-6, but they only sent me the 3-5. So I guess, I don't know if they ran out or if this was the best that they had, but this was what I got, which is kind of disappointing. I wanted the bigger corms because the larger corms will produce bigger flowers and more flowers. So a little bit disappointed in that, but it is what it is, and we'll work with what we've got. And then here we've got the anemone caramel white. So these are the white anemones that have the black center. And these are a 5-6, so that this will give you an idea of what these look like. You always want to go with the larger sized corm when possible, which was my intention here, but it's not how it worked out. So what I'll do, since I don't have any kind of an aerator, is I will come down about every hour or so, and I'll just change out the water. And then we'll let these soak for about 4 hours, and then we'll come back down and we'll get these planted up. Okay, we're back, and the corms have been soaking for about 4 hours, and I didn't even change the water. I just come down and stirred it every so often and called it good. So let me show you what they look like after they've been soaking. So these are the anemones. And you can See how they have plumped up. And these are the ranunculus. You can see how they look. Let me show you another one. Here's a good size. Wow. Let's see what that one looks like there. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to put some, actually I've got some seed starting mix, and so I'm going to put that into my trays and get it moistened. I don't want it sopping wet, I just want it nice and moist, and then we'll plant these into that soil, and then we'll cover them with another layer of moist soil. So let's get started with that. I've got all of the corms put into the trays. I put about an inch or so of that moist potting soil into the bottom of the trays, and then I put the corms in, and with the ranunculus corms, you put them in with the fingers down. And then once I got all of those in there, I put another layer of growing medium on top of that. And so now you want to keep them in a cool, dark place. My basement stays about 65, and so what I'm going to do is I'm going to put them underneath our stairs. And that, I just had a thermometer in there, and it's about 62 under there, so be a few degrees cooler. I'm going to put them underneath the stairs and then just walk away for a couple of weeks, and we'll see what happens. So those are all tucked away for the next couple of weeks. And so in a couple of weeks, we will come back. We'll do an update on how those look. That is it for this video. I appreciate you all watching, and I'll see you next time.